And we're back. There we go. I bought the coffee containers with me. We were talking about before, earlier on the stream. Instant coffee brand. There's this. Moccona. Indulgence number 8. Apparently one of the best choices for instant coffee, I was told. So that's the one I had on reserve for when I ran out of beans. Went through that. But yeah, then because of the budget tightness, this is the Woolworths in-store brand. And again, Woolworths in Australia, very different to what you UK people might be familiar with. It's a supermarket chain. Freeze-dried classic coffee. Certified sustainable. This is $4 for a 100-gram jar. The absolute cheapest possible instant coffee on the store shelf. Where is it? Packed in Germany from imported ingredients. So it's not even German-made coffee. It's just packed in Germany. Imported coffee from elsewhere. It doesn't really say where the coffee comes from. Yeah, it's not fantastic. It's drinkable. It doesn't make me want to tear my own face off in misery. And it provided enough caffeine. But it's not what I would call fantastic. I would barely describe it as coffee. I mean, it smells... If you smell it and taste it, you go, oh, that's coffee. You wouldn't go, oh, that's nice coffee. The flavor profile is what you may describe as bland, boring, tasteless. This fucker's in my bed again. Look at him staring at me. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored. Actually, there's a thought. Do any of the coffee, like the big coffee brands, do they sponsor any streamers? Because you get the energy drinks. These guys are... You get the G Fuel and Red Bull, I think, sponsor... Actually, I don't know whether Red Bull sponsor any individual streamers, but they've sponsored events and stuff before. Gaming events. Things like that. Dan, the man with the pants. Hello there. How you doing? Just George Clooney. I'm actually a little bit surprised. What the fuck do you want? Yeah, I'm actually genuinely a little bit surprised that none of the big coffee brands, like Nescafe or Moccona even. I think Moccona are a relatively big brand. Actually kind of surprised. Oh, I spent too long at night time. I missed. Come here, you stubborn little frick. Point blank. Yeah, I guess there are very few coffee brands that are truly international out there. They all tend to be quite local just because of the nature of coffee production. But, I mean, the pod-based coffee, they're quite a bit more international. I mean, we don't get the K-Cups here in Australia, really. But, you know, the Nespresso, whatever it is, they're kind of everywhere, aren't they? Oh, hello, Wake. Didn't see you there. Sorry. How you doing today? Oops. Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking, I wonder if there's an opportunity for sponsorship with a coffee brand. Something a little more sophisticated than your average G Fuel customer. Doing good, Bunty. Some stuff wrote up for D&D campaign going around. Nice. We were actually talking about D&D a little bit earlier in context of characters for WoW Classic and the building thereof. Is that Suda's? No, this is the PTGI ray tracing shaders. Combined with actually just type in !MC. You'll get a listing of all the things that make my Minecraft look like my Minecraft does. There you go. SUS PTGI ray tracing shader, Optifine for 1.114 thingy, and, Lithoscore shader, which is being modified slightly, all that kind of stuff. The modified leaves. But I have used the Silver shader in the past, I quite like it. But obviously it's not quite as fancy as the ray tracing shader. Whoop. Behave yourself, Minecraft. I think we can afford to go back a bit further even. I do want this to be big. Oh look, natural salt salmon. What's about here? See how we go. Should probably do something about that before we do too much else. I'm out of torches. That hasn't happened in a while. What I'm building? At the moment I'm building the base floor for what is going to be an enormous library. I always like to build a library in my worlds. This one is going to be the biggest one ever. And before I go back and pick up the torches, I should drop off the milk back into the emergency box, just in case. Like 77, thank you for the 15 bitteroonies. Appreciate it. I'm guessing you've seen it already, but anyone who hasn't, Minecraft is getting bees! Yep. We were talking about bees earlier. Someone mentioned they built a wine cellar using the new barrels. They were interested in 1.14, and I went, that's a cool idea. And then the thought occurred of making a honey cellar using the same barrels. Just fill the barrels with bottled honey. This guy. What the? Oh. I was going to say, he stole my stuff, but then I realized that's string out and he's a fisherman, so that's why he was holding the emerald. Stole my stuff? Torches. Library, fit with librarians for a book trade. Yeah. Yeah, we should put a few villages there. I mean, by nature of where I'm going to put the entrance, I figure some villages might make their way through there anyway. Thing is, if we wanted to stock it with librarians to trade with, we'd have to have beds in there as well, which is not a very library thing. Just the way the trading works now, villagers need to sleep. I guess we could have some sort of back room for them. Put some beds in there. They'll find their way to the beds on their own. Artsy and incorporate beds into the design, but they don't look like beds. Yeah, but they also need to be clear of obstacles so they can actually be slept in. So it's not like I could use beds as the sort of the bottom row of the shelves or something like that. Let's see what we can do there. Did you end up finding any different fish in the cram? Yeah, we eventually found some fish. It took us most of last weekend's stream to find them, but we eventually found them. We found a really cool paradise island as well. This beautiful little island with a village on it. Had everything you'd want nearby to it. Had a couple of shipwrecks. Had Ocean Monument just off the shore. It would make a fantastic survival starter island. And I may very well do some sort of survival series there at some point. It was a lovely find. Had coral reef off the shore as well. Everything you possibly want in a survival island. Actually, I did mean to pop into what is the mode where you can fly through the ground? Observer mode. I'm tempted to pop into observer mode and see if there's like a scaly or zombie spawner underneath the ground there as well. Just to see how perfect it can get. Does that still work? I haven't tried that in years. You use survival mode, you fly into the ground and you see what's buried there. Or have they taken that out? Too much of a temptation for people without self-control. Still in the game? There you go. Had a big ussy once where villagers would wake up outside the house. Yeah, there was a thing for a while in the snapshots of this. Because my bed... Where's my house? I can't see it from here. Yeah, the position of my bed in my little starter house in this world. In several of the snapshots, it would kick me through the wall when I woke up. Instead of putting me inside the house, it would just boot me through the wall and I would take a half a heart of damage every bloody morning. Pretty annoying. I had to eventually move my bed to stop it happening. But then they fixed it, so I moved the bed back. Hi sir, is Ryzen 2600 and GTX 1660 Ti good for streaming and gaming at the same time? Yeah. Can certainly get it done. I've got videos up on my main channel of doing exactly that with slightly lesser hardware. Alright, how do we feel about this? Oh, cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Bye, kitty. Alright, how do we feel about this size? I think we're getting there. I think we're coming close to where I want to be. Might go back a little bit more, maybe 2 more rows. Back to that tree line. See how we go. Gonna make like a tree and leaf. Gonna make like a tree and get out of here! Alright, thanks as always for popping in and your support, your company, all of the above. Hope you get a good night's sleep and wake up refreshed and energetic. Lizard, hello there. How you doing today? Save that area for Castaway series in the future? Yeah, that's one of the thoughts I had for it. There's a couple of other ideas I had as well, but I don't want to say what they are for various reasons. But yeah, it really is a spectacular little island for a variety of possibilities. I feel like this is a pretty good size here. I have to remember, we're going to lose some of this with walls and entranceways and stuff as well, so. But I feel like this is good. I mean, we're going to do a multi-story thing anyway, so it's going to be huge. As far as sort of the footprint goes, I think we're on good footing here. Now, unlike the villages, I don't think we're going to do a veranda all the way around the sides of this. If we do, I'll just build it on extra. I do want a little leeway in the front here, maybe. Come back to 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe about there. Let's see if there's plenty of depth. Right. Let's make sure we're working on odds as well. Or, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So yeah, let's go to 31. So odds are often easy to deal with, especially if we're going to do like a peaked roof or something. Squid, yeah, I saw the squid. There's other little pink ones we get in this texture pack sometimes. Hashtag pink squid. Cool. Alright, let's degub and get some stone bricks and stuff. We'll do the first sort of level with that and do the subsequent levels in wood. I'm so happy that our little glass bug up there casts such a glorious shadow now. Made the saturation of this so much richer in this latest version of the shader. Used to be kind of vaguely bluish. Now it's so intense, it's beautiful. Exactly what I was hoping for when we built him. Do you have any hopes for the next update? Haven't really put much thought into it, actually. Oh look, our guy's going back to his village home. Hooray. I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about what I want in the next update. I mean, I think we already know to expect a sort of an overhaul of at least one biome, right? I think Savannah is on the... Oh, wait. I forgot. We got the flag. We need to go put that up. I do have a gap around here somewhere. There we go. The dye farm is waiting for a second flag. Boink. Beautiful. Right. Stone brick. Of which I do not have much. There's a smooth stone. Oh, I need the cracked as well. Some of the chiseled. Right. This dude just is making himself at home, isn't he? No, not the smooth stone. It's regular stone, isn't it? There we go. Have I mentioned recently how much I love the stone cutter? Makes this process so much nicer than it used to be. Oh yeah, they're going to put in the extra tables, aren't they? Going to make the Fletcher table work. And what was the other one? There's one of the other tables that work. Was it the armor table? How's my name? It is going pretty well, actually. I also wanted the next update for iron doors to be easy to walk through. Oh shit! Under attack again. I wonder what it is about this area that keeps bringing these guys to me. Oop. Bitch. I need milk again, aren't I? Oh shit! I think we got them all. Don't hear anymore. That's interesting. There's something about this area that seems to be triggering these guys. I haven't had a wandering raiding party come by in ages, but as soon as I start building this library, they're just making monsters of themselves. Spawn some areas every few days. But it's only been like, I guess it has been a couple of days, in-game days. But yeah, now we have to go do another milk run. In fact, if they're going to keep spawning, let's get a few buckets. There we go. Glad I remembered to refill the milk last time that happened. Very unlike me. Finish 1.14 at least, so we've broken in some areas. What areas in particular do you think are especially broken? I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm just curious about what your frustrations are. I mean, I'm disappointed that, you know, they didn't get all the tables working for this update yet, but, you know, I guess they had their reasons. And I'd wish they'd finalized villagers and iron spawning before they released 1.14, because they've changed. They changed it like 7 times during the snapshots, and then the the final version came out, and it was like, okay, gonna build an iron farm now that we know how it works. And then 2 patches later, they completely fucking changed it again. It's like, well, fuck you then. Spend all that time making an iron farm, hassle of getting villagers and curing zombies and breeding them, and oh, it just doesn't work anymore. Well, fuck me, I guess. Kind of miss doing raids since you've had to disable them. Why did you have to disable them? I mean, I know they had a problem in that they wouldn't stop happening for a while, but my understanding is they fixed that. You are prepared? Yeah, this is my emergency box. I've got this shulker box on me at all times when I'm traveling. So I've got a few emergency supplies here and there. Get us out of trouble. Yeah. As soon as they introduced shulker boxes, I started doing that. It's been a lifesaver. Quite a few times, actually. It's Blunty's standard adventure box. Actually, I do need to add some potions in there as well, now that I think about it. I need to put some like water-breathing potions, some fireproof potions in there. That'd be handy to have. People on my multiplayer server who don't know better. Ah, that explains it, yeah. Yeah, if you're on a multiplayer server and people don't quite understand the mechanic, that can lead to some rather disastrous events. Yeah. What the? Hello, Ghost Block. Sneaky little bugger. Didn't even know you were there. Yeah, that's one thing I hope they fix in the next version of the game. Get rid of the Ghost Blocks again. They're back with a vengeance. You lost your super duper enchanted diamond axe. Oh no! I hate that. They've claimed to have fixed Ghost Box in the new snapshot. Hooray! Unfortunately for me, because I do want to continue running the ray tracing shaders, I'm going to have to wait till not only do they fix the Ghost Block issue in a finalized version, but then I have to wait until Optifine updates to that version as well. That's the big drawback of choosing to run shaders. You always lag behind the updates.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
XX91, thank you for the follow.
Why me?
I mean, of course, I can just turn shaders off, but this world doesn't look nearly as cool without them. Actually, let me show you. What does it look like without? I haven't actually looked at this world without shaders since I built the village, really. We're setting shaders. Internal. Oh, wow. It looks so much more boring. Glass Blag doesn't look nearly as cool. Oh my god. This is the risk you run with shaders. You get used to them. So much better. My eyes! My eyes! Yeah, I'll put our entrance about there-ish. Right, so let's have a think about how we want this first floor to actually look now that we've got our little boundary. What if... Yeah, what if we get some kind of depth going? We'll do little window archways or something along the front. stair there, and then a window behind it, so the stairs kind of occlude the window, making it look like an arch. On that side as well. Oh, I'll get some depth to the front. Although I'm losing a bit more than I wished. That's fine. Yeah, let's make some stone steps and have a little bit of a play. Don't do that again. Don't turn off the shaders. Yeah, it's pretty jarring. I mean, if you play Minecraft without shaders, you stop noticing how crap the game looks and how flat everything looks. But as soon as you run shaders for a day or two, you get spoiled. Especially with a shader as sophisticated as the ray tracing one, where light just works the way light should work. And everything looks kind of natural. I don't think I've ever been more spoiled. I mean, the Seuss shaders are bad enough. Well, I mean, they're beautiful, but bad enough for spoiling you, is what I mean. Standard Seuss shaders. Having to go back to vanilla from those is a bit jarring, but especially with this one. Actually, while I'm at it, just while I've got him here, blink. Make my life a bit easier. Also, when you play with shaders, you kind of lose perspective on light levels. Yeah. And when you build with shaders on, the builds tend to look different because you count on the way light works and the way shadows fall and things like that. When you're designing certain things, like the way I did the roofs and stuff is very different to how I planned to do them. I went to do the whole village like this, but then I did the flat roofs and the light worked in a certain way. I was just like, yeah, I like that. We're having a bit of an issue here with... Do I still have... Yeah, default improved. Let's drop that away. Does that change how that texture works? No. Just having a bit of a disparity with the texture here. Right, where did default improved go? I don't think default improved was actually doing anything anyway, because it's a 1.12 pack, isn't it? Let's put Faithful back underneath it. Maybe that'll help. Oh wait, that's default. Wait, did I not? Let's just bury those underneath the default. Okay, so there's that. Nope. Yeah. Don't know what's causing that disparity. Let's take rid of it already. There we go. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, no, the reason I had default improved under there is because it had a bit of bump mapping, which makes some of these textures sort of pop a little bit, but it doesn't work perfectly with the Luthos core as we just saw. So I guess we'll just leave that off for now. I think I kind of like this idea, but it needs to be a lot taller, I think. Big building, big windows. Let's go up another 2. I should get some scaffolding set up here at some point. It's going to make my life a bit easier, isn't it? In fact, let's go get it now. The portability of The Witcher being on the system would be amazing. Oh yeah. I'm not that interested in playing Witcher myself, because I've had it on PC, well, for years. It makes a good benchmarking game, but the gameplay itself never really sang to me. Just the way the combat works just feels... It never felt right to me. Yeah, it's kind of amazing we're getting Witcher 3 on the Switch, though. But yeah, the graphical differences... As with a lot of Switch games, I'm happy to give up on some graphics for the sake of having a game on the Switch for its flexibility and portability. And it works especially well with games like The Witcher, where it's, you know, games that you sort of want to soak into, so you can play it in your bed. And just sort of do a little basic grinding and things like that. Sorry, I'm thinking about 17 things at once right here. Damn it. Put those on the wrong side, haven't I? Nope. Love the music. Is this sort of stuff? No, this is a playlist of music from Teknoaxe. Teknoaxe. Does a whole bunch of royalty-free music. I use it for a lot of my YouTube videos. And because this stream goes up on YouTube as a replay, I have to use copyright-safe music. There we go. That's about more like I was envisioning. Let's get some extra wall behind it and see how it looks. Should put some glass with me as well. I wonder if blocks or panes are going to work better there, actually. Yeah, there we go. Although I think... I think maybe only the first 2 levels of that wall should be brick, and then do the rest in wood, and then do these archways as stone so they pop out a bit more. Otherwise we start looking a bit bland again. So let's try that. Maybe leave the inside one though. Yeah. Or... Oh, I put all of the wood away, didn't I? Herp derp. Right, I think we should use something lighter than the oak anyway. Alright, let's go to some glass and have a look at some wood options. See if we can settle it on a style here. Not a fan of Minecraft's built-in music? I am. It's just that after so many years, you kind of get sick of it. I don't know. I'm maybe thinking just basic oak. Oh wait, glass. Let's get rid of smooth. I think I'm going to need that. And tinted glass. Maybe tinted glass. Maybe light grey, actually. Protect the books from the damaging effects of UV sunlight radiation. Time to go test your stained glass pixel art skills for a set of windows. I don't think these windows are quite big enough, but we might do one big one. It's one big, huge stained glass window. On one of the sides that's sort of visible. Maybe on that side, actually. Or above the door or something. Or on the back wall. I don't know yet. Something. Love how the refraction works properly. Oh, yeah, but I don't think we can leave that like that on the inside, can we? That looks really weird. How does it look from the front, though? I think I like it. Less convinced about that. Maybe what we need some buttress kind of stuff as well. Now we're getting somewhere. Imagine if glass panes didn't have to be centered. Yeah, it'd be real nice to be able to push them to either side of a block. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere here. Alright, let's get one spacing of like 2. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10. Which may wind up being weird because we're on odds here, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually kind of works because with buttress on the corner, then we get the dimension of the corner sitting there. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's do a line of them. Hang on a sec, screwed up here slightly, haven't I? Didn't think that all the way through. 1, 2, 3. Did I? What am I doing? Got myself all confuddled again. Oh no, so that's what I've done wrong. There's 2. And there's 2. Won't have to worry about the lack of window depth on the inside of the books. Yeah, I guess if we put bookshelves a block or 2 away from each window, it's not going to look quite so weird, is it? You're not wrong. I'm going to wait for proper nighttime. Actually, no, we don't. We slept last time, so we don't have to worry about the spooky doos. That didn't work. There we go. Okay, so what are we doing here? Window by 3. Blocks around it. How high do we go again? Went 1, 2, 4 windows high. Doink, doink, doink. So, the stairs go. So there's something wrong there. What have I done do? Oh, this one. Everything's got all weird. Why do I always do this? Such a simple thing, but my brain just short circuits on me sometimes. Did the same thing when I was building many of those roofs. Just go. Hey Tech, how you doing? There we go. Alright. That spacing feels pretty good. Alright, let's fill in this bit. See if that looks weird. Still happy? Oops. Damn it. Stop doing that. How did I know you were going to place wrong? I wonder why Tinker's Construct hasn't got upgraded past 1.12 yet. Feels like a century since it's got any version updates. Dunno. I mean, in 1.13 they kind of rewrote big chunks of the game. As far as the graphics engines goes and the block IDs and all that sort of stuff. Like Vanilla 1.13 had some big under the hood changes. And that's probably the biggest explanation about why a lot of mods haven't moved past 1.12 yet, because it's a lot of work. Especially with mods like Tinker's, which have a lot of extra blocks. Because all the block IDs have changed. And the way the block IDs are used in game have changed. Completely different system. So yeah, I think the most obvious explanation is it's just a lot of fucking work. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how this is looking. not top of the windows because we're going to see that through the glass, aren't we? Oops. I think it still needs something. Still just a little bit plain. Damn it. Ooh. Don't think that's the solution. God, these things are fiddly. Just put one more up. Getting there. There we go, that's a little more balanced. Still just a little bit flat though, isn't it? Maybe we need more contrast in the logs. Let's try the dark oak ones. Yeah, trapdoors is another option. Some vines might help as well. It's down those stone parts. James, hello there. Right, where are we? Spruce. Oh, maybe spruce actually. Don't know how that's going to go with the dark oak that's already there though. Try both. Yeah, we could try stripped as well. Actually, let's strip the oak that's already there. See how that looks. A funny feeling that might be a bit too pale though. Yeah, that kind of removes a lot of the contrast. Although, I don't hate it. No. Definitely not. Oops. Alright, where's the dark Let's try that. Always the price you pay for fiddling with designs in survival. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting closer to something. I think I like that best so far, but it's still not quite there. Nope. Maybe acacia? Nah, acacia's too much of a different color shift. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on just a sec. Oop. Oops. Yeah, I think the shadows help it. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if we go all the way across with the top brace. Is this how we live our life? Nope. Hate that. I have trouble finding a good time to use strip logs. I actually quite like them. I used them in the village here quite extensively. I quite like how it came out. Oops. That hinders. Not helps.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
The amazing Cody, thank you for the follow.
Why me? Quack!
I think we're nearly there. I think I like that. Now, I think the top beams need to have their bark on. Don't like those ones stripped. Maybe try leaves where you put those fences. Oh, you mean in the little gaps here? As little bushes? Yeah. Keep that in mind when we go to decorate the front of it, but I'm trying to find a design for now. Oops, I didn't mean to strip that top one, did I? I think we're getting damn close, guys. We're getting damn close. Oh, the cat! I wonder if we're going to have library cats. Yeah, I think I like the one spacing rather than the two spacing as well. Is that going to leave us too big a gap in the middle? Although, I suppose if we're on 3s in the gap, we could put like a banner. There you go. There it is. We'll make a... Oh, Jesus, fuck, scared the shit out of me. I turned around, he's in my face. I'm all in focus build mode, and he just... Villagers won't stop fucking with me today. Oops. Heading out having a say. Alright, Dan. Thanks for popping in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Yeah, let's go get a sort of a blank banner or something to hang there and see how it looks. There is a banner design I used on the Nintendo Switch world, the Switch Edition world. There's a banner I came up with, or I found, I think I found it actually, that looks a bit like a book. we could use that again. I'll have to look up the design once more, but yeah. There is a design that quite strongly resembles a bound book. Now, what have I done with my banners? Do I have any left? And if so, where would I have put them? Perhaps I don't have any left. Okay then. Let's degub slightly so we have some room. And make us a... Oh wait, there's some there. Hey. I'll do just fine for the sake of getting an idea of how it would look in that space. Oh yeah, still have the Eulogy banners there as well. Actually, that'd be fun. We could cover the whole front of the library with Eulogy banners. I mean, I can get them to spawn kind of reliably in this area, it seems. That said, I haven't seen one in a few days, have we? Alright, so let's... There we go. Yeah, a little double banner action just to break up the monotony of the oak logs in the middle there, and we'll put a little library design or two on there. Maybe top row Illager banners, bottom row book banner, something like that. Yeah, I think we're there, guys. I think I have a design I like for the sort of general structure of the ground floor, at least. You could do sort of a modified version of this in wood, the following floors as well. But for now, we've got something to work off. About 2 days have passed since the last one. Oh, it's been at least 3, I think. But yeah. Be on the lookout. Especially with this guy here. These guys tend to bait them. Yeah, once we get sort of bookshelf... Actually, let's go some bookshelves and just sort of mock up how that wall would look with them on. I've got a bunch sitting spare already. What have I done with them? Got a box full of them here somewhere. Oh, paper, that'll be it. Nope. Oh, there we go. Actually, I don't need all those. Dancing and twirling and don't let me stop you. He got shy. Oh yeah. Not sure I like it against the stone of the fence, but you can always swap out the fence. This was only ever supposed to be temporary anyway. I was always going to redesign the fence. Something a little bit more interesting. I was just there to get me safe in the village while I worked. Excuse me, buddy. Oh, Shader's doing weird things to those books today. I've got no torches left either. Oh, it is just because they're in shadow. Huh. Yeah. That's interesting. One of many reasons why the shader is still not quite ready for release. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to do something about the inside of these windows as well. I don't want to take the books all the way up to the edge of them. And let's see if we just mirror what we did on the outside for them. Oh, that's the cracked. Don't want to use the crack just yet. That's for going in afterwards. Thick boy windows. Yeah, that I like. And I think on the inside we won't do... Actually, come to think of it, let's have a look at that. I didn't try it that way, did I? That might help us out with a bit more dimension as well. Yeah. I like it. Alright, that's what we do. Oh, my neighbour's cooking something that smells delicious. That's roast garlic I can smell right now. Oh, yeah. Roasting garlic. Name me something that smells more enticing. Oh fuck! I just got real hungry real quick. Just had a total Pavlovian reaction right there. Damn. Oh god, it smells good. Eee. It smells so good. Eee. I'm not even kidding. I'm super hungry right now. I've only had a bowl of oats this morning and that was it. I mean, I had a spoonful of jam in it to jazz it up a bit, but still. Yeah, let's get some lighting and see if we can fix up this weird glitch on these shelves, because that looks weird. Oh, wait. I don't have to go back. I've got some emergency torches in the adventure box. Oh, hello. Hello? The lighting follows my eye line. That's an interesting artifact. Oh. I can't fix it. I wonder. Video setting, shaders, shader options. Where is it? Ray tracing? Yeah, let's turn this up to 2. This, by the way, geometry trader shape. This is one of the things that changed in the new version 9. A new way of rendering the blocks that aren't full blocks. If you set it to 0, it works like version 8 did. Version 1 does some blocks are traced with special shapes, stairs, slabs, doors. Set at number 2, all blocks that have been coded so far are traced with special shapes. Lower setting helps the frame rate, but that might be an issue with the... No, that's not what our issue is with the books. Yeah, it's dropped my frame rate below 30 as well. I can see the tearing. What are we at? Oh no, we're still at 40-ish. That's why we're seeing the tearing. Oh, might as well leave that on then. What was he spitting at? What was the llama spitting at just then? He just went... Maybe panic. got bad guys? No? Alright. Yeah, maybe just turning the shader off and on again might help us out here, because that's a weird artifact right there. Let's try it. Shaders. I'm real sorry for how this is going to look, guys. I'm real sorry. Prepare your eyes for the hideousness of plain Minecraft. That's not so bad. I do like how the books look in the shader pack, though. They look real great. I like it a lot. Especially with the depth on the shelf as well. My eyes! My eyes! Actually, let's try it back in 8 and see if that new shading is the issue. Yeah, it works in 8 just fine. Video setting shaders back to 9 with the new shader. Yeah, there it is. So it's the new technique for non-full blocks that's throwing it all off here. That's fine. I mean, it says in the patch notes that the job isn't done on this yet. Still playing with it, fiddling with it, and I guess the bookshelves just aren't on the list of supported bits yet. But that's totally fine, because we're not even ready to put the bookshelves up. So by the time we're ready to fill the library with books, it's probably going to work. But at least we know why it's not working now, so that's all good. And yes, I know I'm using the wrong tool, but this has Silk Touch on it, so I'm not breaking the bookshelves back into books. In case you're wondering why I'm doing it the dumb way, it's actually the smart way. Interesting artifact that only the ones at my head height were rendering correctly, though. Actually, not even that, because that one's not at my head height, but it's in the sun. Very weird artifact. I don't know enough about the way this shader works to know exactly why it was doing that, but it's okay. Alright, now, silk chain back out of the way so we don't accidentally use it. Yeah. And this back to that. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with how that looked with the bookshelves there. I mean, if they were lit correctly, but yeah. I think we're damn close to being able to press on with the rest of this facade. Okay, so let's blank out the rest. So we got so we do a 1 gap. Restart that. Oh, we lost one of his leads. Weird. Alright, so yeah. So 1 gap to the window, then there's the window frame, and the window itself. 1 gap to the window frame, then the window itself, which is right there. Where's my dark glass gone? There it is. Yeah, window, window, window. 1 gap for the frame. And then, yeah, so the spacing was all wackadoo before, but that's going to look fine. And I love the way the haze looks in this. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm still waiting for the punchline of whatever Andrew's talking about over there. What do you got, Andrew? You got a point to that? Or is it just a meme I don't know about? You're just being weird, dude. You're being weird! Stop being weird. Or be even weirder so it's funny. Doink, 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 doink. Stairs. There they are. Be smart about this, idiot. Actually need to do that, don't you? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. That's kind of funky with a little overhang there as well, doesn't it? Bump. Scud-a-dump. Pop you out of there. Some of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. Bonk. Need some of this. Doing this all very awkwardly, but this is not the most efficient way to do that. Where's Max gone? Okay. Alright, let's see how that looks with the broadside. The wee llamas. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Doop. Skidoop. Yeah, I think we just give this little one. Oh, wait. Just, there we go. Doop. More fences. Alright, how are we looking? I think I like it. Let's go get a long look at it from the tower. And see how we feel about that balance. Yeah! Just can't make that jump. Just can't quite make that jump. We'll just go the long way, it's fine. Hey! There's something missing there. Yeah. I think it's good. We'll do another long gap on this side, so... Actually, no, we'll do the window there, long gap there. Should be roughly... Jesus. Roughly symmetrical. And doing the little gap between those two end ones. Looks Looks pretty good to me. What do you reckon, guys? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think if we did another sort of long gap there, we'd move this window closer to that corner. It's still going alright, but I don't know whether doubling up on that here would be a great idea. More like a feature wall if we do it like that. I think... Don't want to add too much more to it, in case we just go overboard. Most important part of this is knowing when to stop. Also, we went too high on that oak there, I see that now. I think on the side wall we'll do a sort of big version of this. Like a big broad thing. Do a small window room to do some sort of stained glass kind of idea. I think for the next level we'll step in a block or two and build up in block something similar to the village. Seems like enough detail. Seems like one of the bottom lines of stone block. Yeah, the corner is still skewy. That's fine. Just sort of concentrate on this sort of section here and see if I like the spacing and dimensions and depth of it. I think I'm happy. I'd be tempted to hang a banner off the top of the outside windows maybe, but that might be too much. But maybe a lantern actually, come to think of it. Hang a lantern on the inside of those windows. Lantern. Here, we might as well fix this up. Oops. Come here. Doing. Get rid of this. Boom, boom, boom. Boink. Death from above. One more try to make this jump. I feel like I should be able to make it, but I think it's the level change. Look out, dude! Oh, he stopped me. Iron Golem hitbox slowed me down. Oh, now I'm getting bullied. Move! Have you ever tried to walk through a group of Iron Golems? It's not easy. Worse than sheep. That certainly gives a little something at night, doesn't it? Let's go quickly make a day. Still don't know why there are so many golems in this village. There's way more than there should be. Oh yeah, those lanterns help just a little bit, don't they? Just a little bit. The wall, window, wall, and double up in the corners looks like a good pattern. Top level, you can push the windows higher, make the building more imposing. Yeah, I think you're right. With the second level, we should go at least another block higher on any windows we build there. Just to help sort of pull that perspective out. Especially considering we'll do the second level in all wood, I think. Yeah, I think those lanterns are the final touch I was looking for. It was just something not quite there, and I think we're there now. That's just enough. Plus it's going to make it all cool and glowy at night, as we saw. Thank you, Pawn Menu Numbers, 8 bits. You know what? I should make a special order for 8-bit donation. I mean, it is only 8 cents worth, really, when you think about it, but for a nerd, when you say 8 bits, it's you know, it's more meaningful. It's like how we have the special donation for the $10.24 or $10.24. It's a nerd thing. Right. Now, how the hell are we going to do a door? I think we might do a door as a sort of bigger version of this. Well, 16 would be better. Yeah, you're not wrong. Or 32, 64. We'll do the whole binary spectrum. Or maybe make it so like there's a binary code for bits. I mean, it would wind up making it a pretty high value if we wanted to do anything with it. You know, 1001 something. Yeah, that would wind up being $1,000 bit cheer or something, right? Ridiculous. Now, can do this door one of a couple of ways. Probably want at least a double door, but maybe doing a piston thing. Needs blast processing. I wonder if there's a soundbite from an old commercial for the Mega Drive, or Genesis as you Americans know it. And pull the blast. If there's a soundbite to do with blast processing, we could have a 16-bit donation that triggers that. How small can we make a double piston or a 2-wide piston sliding door? Because in the Switch Edition version, in our library we had a 2-wide glass piston door, so it looked like sliding doors. You get on a lot of public buildings. wonder how small we can make that now that we have the advantage of observers. You guys want to see me turn my brain inside out trying to figure out redstone? Watch how dumb I get. Should have a little stack of observers left over. Well, did I use them all on the sugarcane farm, actually? Speaking of which, we should check in on that. Oh, seems to have slowed down rather significantly. Is everything okay in there? Can't tell with the shader. Oh, looks fine. And found a 30-second ad on Blast Processing. Excellent. Put it in Discord. Share the link at Discord. Alright, let's no chests? There. Let's just throw a temp chest down here so I don't lose all the bits and pieces I've already got stacked up here. Okay. Clear inventory for a little bit of redstone dickery. Dispenser, dropper. There we go, observers. So observers. Sticky pistons. Actually, you know what? Let's use the same glass we had for the windows. Do I have... I do not have... Alright, let's find out if I can do this just with observers. Yeah, I've had a Discord for a while. It's not the busiest Discord you'll ever find, but I was finally convinced to set one up because someone mentioned to me that... Because my excuse for Discord was always, why do I need a Discord? If you want to talk to me, use Twitter or this very chat room you're already talking to me on. But then someone said, well, it's useful for the community here to easily talk to each other. And I thought, well, actually, yeah, that does make sense. Because otherwise you have to find you all have to find each other individually on the other platforms. If you wanted to continue a conversation or stuff. It's also nice for sharing screen. I've never seen a llama use scaffolding before. So it's actually using it too. It climbed up the scaffolding. I didn't even know they could do that. What was I saying? Lost my thing. Yeah, it's useful for sharing screenshots and stuff like that people want to share with me, but I don't want to look at it while streaming and things like that. So yeah. No, that's the wrong way up, isn't it? Let's just make some room here so I can work. I can't even get the damn thing to place looking up. What do you want from me? Okay. So that definitely triggers, right? So if we do that, then we do an observer. Oh, God damn it! Would you just face the way I'm pointing? There we go. All right, so we step on that, triggers this one. Get it to pulse the stone there. Sleep before we get swamped by monsters. With Classic, we have Community Guild. Probably not. I think my community is too small to worry about doing a Warcraft guild. I'll just find an Australian and/or Australian streamer guild to join. Although that said, I think most of the streamers that I know personally are probably going to be on PvP, whereas I'll be on PvE. Alright, so, step on that. Definitely pulses. Everything I ever try to place goes the wrong way. It's not going to work like that, is it? Actually, let's insert the door anyway. What are you doing? So if that's the door there, I want the piston there. God damn it. I think Siggy's more glass. I sure can. I've done doors like this before. I've just wired it up very differently because it was before observers were a thing. Okay, so in theory, nothing. Guess I forgot to do this. Why is it leaving the glass behind? Never used to do that. Is it because of the length of the pulse? It shouldn't be doing that. It shouldn't be letting go of the glass. Certainly never did that in the other glass doors I've used this on, because I've done this in the previous Java world, and I did this in the Nintendo Switch Edition world. I don't think we had any doors like this in the Bedrock world. Maybe because Bedrock Redstone is a pain in the ass. It shouldn't be leaving the glass behind. It should be holding onto the glass. Maybe the pulse is just too quick. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up a guide. I'm sure there's a way to do this relatively tidily. But this is not the way. Let me go get a repeater, though. See if it is the length of the pulse that's the issue here. I don't understand why the sticky piston is just dropping the glass. It always happens when I try and figure out redstone on my own. It just never behaves the way I expect it to. It's one of the reasons I fucking hate redstone. Never quite behaves the same way you expect it. Alright, let's make this a bit slower, shall we? I don't get it. I don't understand what's leaving the glass behind.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Thank you for the follow.
Why me?
Someone's name who didn't show up because apparently the little thing I used to pop up the follow thing doesn't correctly display. Is that Japanese katakana? I think it might be Japanese. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Japanese at this point. Yeah, someone with a Japanese name. Thank you for the follow. There you are. Bye. What's the phonetic way to say your name in English? I'm suddenly realizing that maybe using a word like phonetic to someone whose first language is not English might be a little bit aggressive. It means inner demon. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to give up on this and just look up a guide on how to do a piston door again. I don't think I've ever built a piston door without using a guide. But this is not working the way I expected it to work, so I'll just cover up my sins for now. I think that should be enough room for it anyway. Let's get rid of that so we don't have any issues. And where is it? There it is. So this is glass, yeah. It just looks really, really good because I'm using a ray tracing shader, so everything looks awesome. Should we try and do a maybe I'll do a 3 high door actually. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty good. The shader I'm using is the experimental PTGI ray tracing shader. If you type in !MC in the chat, you'll get a list of all the things that I've done to make Minecraft to look like it does. But yeah, the glass looks amazing in the shader. It even properly refracts. So you see the refraction there. The light works going through glass just like light should work. It's amazing. Diddly diddly dee. That's an interesting little dark spot. What's this all about? Shady's freaking out again. Yeah, there's a few bugs in the current version. Weird. I fixed it. Right, let's see. Excuse me. Thank you. So many iron golem. There might be more iron golem than there are villagers at this point. Although, the villager population seems to have exploded as well. Maybe it's just because they're all grouping up to go to bed. Yeah, I think if we just, for the door, if we just do maybe actually a smaller version of that arch. We'll have to do it too wide, of course, but we'll have a top layer of glass above the 3 that are the moving door, I think. So we'll do the 3 with the pistons, so top layer above that, and then do an arch above it. That'll bring it up to the same level as those. Yeah. Ouch. Now, let's go find out if that fisherman has taken my bed again. Cheeky little bunker. Cheeky little bunker. Nope. I bet it's mine again. Hooray! Alright, I think I'm actually going to call it a stream at this point. I do have some other stuff I need to get done today. We'd normally go a little bit longer on this than a... Whoops. Shit. Oh, shit. Where did you... Hey, wait. Where exactly did you spawn? Shouldn't be any spawnables over here. Huh. What if he fell in from up above? Keep an eye on that. I mean, we got enough of a patrol force. I don't think our villagers are in any danger. Just a single zombie. But still, he shouldn't have been able to spawn there. Right, yeah, as I was saying, calling it a stream slightly earlier than usual today, because I got crap I need to get done, deadlines and such. But I do want to thank you ever so much for your company today, guys. I've had fun today. It's been a good Minecraft stream today, don't you think? Having fun, making progress, figuring out the design. I've enjoyed myself. We've had lots of good talk today as well. I've enjoyed the conversations today, very much so. Thank you for that, guys. Nope, not starting soon. Ending soon. I think the next build will be a fisherman's hut. So it leaves you out. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'll put a little fisherman's hut down near the shoreline of the pond. We'll get one of the guys out there. Yeah, but we will be making up for a slightly shorter stream today because obviously in... Where's my World of Warcraft timer? In 1 day, 19 hours, 9 minutes and 52 seconds, we will of course be streaming on the launch day of WoW Classic. which is not one of my regular stream days, so you're going to get at least one bonus stream in the coming week anyway. So if any of you are disappointed that I'm not going an extra couple of hours today, then that's my consolation prize to you. But yeah, I'll see you on the WoW Classic stream, I hope. In the meantime, there's the Discord, there's the Twitter. Make sure you're following and got your alerts turned on. You're on Twitch to find out, be notified when any stream happens. Yeah, see you in a few days. In 1 day, 19 hours for WoW Classic. Until then, thank you again for your support and your company. Always a pleasure. Peace out.